Hello.
We're back.
We are after that music. This is the Unknown Show with Bayside
And Boston.
and still no Colorado.
Bum, bum, bum.
So the last three songs you heard were
The last three songs you heard were Falling from the American Idol final season finale
which we'll talk about in a second.
by Trent Harmon. And then you heard White Tiger by Izzy Bazoo, who is an amazing British singer. I would highly suggest you check her out. She only has a few singles out so far, but she has a beautiful voice. And then the third was War of Hearts by Ruel, which actually was in the TV show Shadowhunters recently. Ruel has done a couple songs for them with a very famous scene for a lot of fans where one of the couples finally passes a major point in their relationship, and it's just very beautiful, and they kiss, and it's lovely.
That was great. I love the lack of spoilers. No,
I tried
that wasn't,
my
that wasn't
best,
sarcasm.
yeah.
Like, that was good.
Yeah,
I'm impressed.
I try my best.
Yeah, but we were just saying, like, shows have such good songs in them.
They do.
I would imagine that being your job. You have to look for songs that fit scenes.
That would be a beautiful career.
I know that, I mean, MTV, there's a lot of things that are off with it, but one of the things I think they do really well is for their shows, they find really good music, and they're good about, at the bottom of the scene, of the show, like while the scene's going on, when a song starts playing, a little thing will show up of actually what the song is and the artist, and they're good about not using artists that are generally popular, so they'll use songs.
They use a lot of indie artists, which is good for the industry, incredibly good for the industry, and it gives publicity and things like that. So I think they do like covers of songs as well. We've played it before on here. It's called Bad Moon Rising. It's a cover of an older song, but it's in season 3 of Teen Wolf, season 4.
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's the fan base really loved that song, so they do a very good job with song selection.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, just because it's like a really good way of getting songs out there and getting people to like them, because we were just talking about, there's this one song called Feel Real by Deptford Goth, which is featured in Teen Wolf. I won't say where, but it featured in the show, and anyone that watches the show like almost religiously, that scene is significant to them, and the song, it just goes so well with it, and I don't think I would have, it's a good song, but I don't think I would have bought it otherwise, but now that I have it, I appreciate it, because I can think about like that scene and that relationship and just the way things are, and it's just
music adds a lot of depth to movies and television. It's why they have awards for music scores and things like that. What are your top 3 shows for music?
Oh gosh, I would
or
definitely
movies, either one.
I would definitely say Teen Wolf.
Yep.
I think they do a good job. I don't even watch that much MTV, but I guess it's just because they do a good job at this. Finding Carter, the theme song is Vagabonds by Mr. Wives. Do you know that song?
Yes, I do.
I really like that. I've purchased that because of the show, since I enjoyed it. But I wouldn't say that show. I mean, the music's good from that show, but I wouldn't say it's particularly like great. And then, I mean, if we're talking like just music and like also scores of instrumental stuff, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince's music is my favorite.
That's probably, I'd say that one and Deathly Hallows Part 2 has the best
oh my gosh,
music out of all the movies.
Watching the scene today with Lily and Snape, and that song is so
it's perfect.
nice, and it's very similar to the 6th movie. Has a lot of more like flutes and stuff
lighter
like that.
instruments,
exactly.
more woodwinds.
And I didn't realize this, but the person who who made the music for the last movie is different than the others.
Yeah, I think the difference though helps.
I think so too.
Definitely.
Because it shows the difference in the movie. Again, as you were saying, it adds depth. There's definitely a difference in tone, but at the same time, I felt like it was kind of seamless besides the atmosphere changing, it didn't sound like, whoa, who's this guy coming in?
Yeah.
Like, it worked really well.
And the transition for the music between the first part and the second part of Deathly Hallows is really good, because the first one's more light, more upbeat. There's more hope in it because the characters are more hopeful. And then to the second part, where everything just goes off the rails, it's darker and more aggressive. And
no, I'd love to see like the science behind making scores for movies, because it's very there's a lot of emphasis on the timing.
Yeah,
because you have to get it so parallel to what's happening in the scenes. So yeah, it's a lot. It sounds like it's a lot of work. But I appreciate it.
The Martian that just came out had a very, very good score.
Ooh, check that out.
A lot of 70s music. Some people might not be into that, but Pirates of the Caribbean has a really, really good score.
That. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I actually haven't seen The Martian, and one of my best friends has been telling me to for a while. So
it's really good.
I know it's probably gonna be one of my summer jobs. Oh, what was it? Oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me. With Chris Pratt, the movie
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes. That had a good soundtrack.
It does. Yeah,
that's a lot of people enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean they've done a pretty good job keeping up with modern music as well. It's not all just instrumental, but classical. The fact that it's still keeping instrumental musicians alive, that's very cool to me.
What about you? You said top 3. Do you have a few?
Probably the show The Royals. Some people may have not heard of it. It's on E. It's really good. One more. Probably.
You got this.
Yeah, The Martian. And then I'd say Teen Wolf. Yeah, Teen Wolf has a really they're very good about their music selection.
Yep. But yeah, that's good stuff. And then quickly, thoughts on the American Idol finale, if any?
I was so torn this season just because it's the last one, and I had a lot of favorites. Thomas Stringfellow and Mackenzie, and just
sadly,
very, very good.
I did not watch it. I watched it religiously throughout my entire elementary school into freshman year. I think I watched one of the 2 seasons my sophomore year, but then I just kind of, as soon as the main 3 were gone of judges, I watched it a little bit when Just Randy was there, but then they just got a little too much drama within the judges, and it just tired me.
I will admit that I only watched Taylor Hicks's season and David Cook's season.
Wow.
Only 2 I watched until this season.
Wow.
Because it was the last one.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I definitely didn't watch the first 2-3 seasons because I was, 2 or 3.
Yep.
In age-wise. But I watched Kelly Clarkson's season and then forward.
I didn't see Carrie Underwood, nothing.
Bo Bice. I was Bo Bice. Oh, I'll be honest.
Oh, I did see
I saw the live
season
tour.
with Adam Lambert. I did see that season.
Oh my gosh.
And I saw,
baby.
What was the season with Sanjaya?
Oh my gosh.
And Jason Castro.
Yeah, I always forget. I know
think
the
Jason
names.
Castro was Taylor Hicks's season. But I don't know when Sanjaya was on.
Yeah, but it's honestly, whether or not you watched it, I bet everyone had something to say about it at some point. I am a huge fan of Ryan Seacrest, so I'm going to miss hearing his voice anytime he turned on the TV while that's on. I'm curious on what's in store because that was such a big part of his... I mean, he has a billion things that are his big parts. He's a producer for the Kardashians. He's,
He has a radio station in every single state.
Yep. But... American Idol, that's where a lot of people knew his face from, not just his name. So I'm curious to see if he'll replace that with anything or we'll just kind of take the back seat on a lot of projects.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's had a long career so far, so it'll be interesting to see if he decides to take a step back or just keep going forward. So,
and one tearjerker, though, the original 3 judges, so Paula, Randy, and Simon, obviously were there, but they also went on stage and made a speech, which kind of killed me. And then there was a musical number with a bunch of old people that were on the show.
Yeah, some of the former winners, some of the
Yeah.
former contestants.
It was a little emotional.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good run, 15 years, and I wish everyone that had anything to do with that show the best.
Yeah, and the winner this year definitely deserved it. He auditioned while he had mono.
Oh, geez, I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
while he was at boot camp. And
Good for him.
he's a very, very talented singer. So
Definitely.
good for you, Trent Harmon.
Yay. All right, we'll be back in a bit.